Hello and welcome, my dear friend. In life, it's almost inevitable that we'll encounter people whose intentions aren't aligned with our well-being. Maybe you've noticed how some individuals can't stand your happiness, success, or calm presence. They try to impose negativity, sow seeds of doubt, or pull you into their drama, all to see if they can disturb your peace. But what happens when their efforts bounce back? When you're protected by something beyond their understanding, their actions reveal more about them than about you. Their attempts to undermine you often result in unexpected growth and resilience. We're going to discover how, by embracing your inner strength, you've not only protected yourself, but have become a living example of how light overpowers darkness. And let's begin. A force beyond explanation. For many, the idea of protection comes from physical barriers or visible defenses, but in reality, some of the strongest shields are entirely unseen. Imagine carrying an invisible aura that wraps around you, keeping negativity at bay, while others wonder why their intentions fall flat. This isn't just a vague good luck charm or some random stroke of fortune. It's something deeper, an unbreakable connection to a higher power that shields you from harm in ways they'll never comprehend. Consider it like having an impenetrable layer of spiritual armor that adjusts itself to each situation. When someone tries to harm you, this armor grows stronger, absorbing the negativity and transforming it into something that fortifies your spirit. People might think they can penetrate your defenses, but they're not seeing the whole picture. They're unaware of the spiritual guardianship that's protecting you at every turn. In some ways, it's like standing in the eye of a storm while everything else around you swirls in chaos. You're steady, unmoved, and calm, not because of external defenses, but because of this internal power that won't allow negativity to disrupt your peace. This force isn't something others can imitate or break. It's as unique to you as your own heartbeat, a gift that transforms any threat into a source of strength. Your unyielding joy. Many people walk through life carrying a quiet, glowing joy within them. It's a sense of peace and contentment that radiates from within, and those who try to manipulate or harm others often find it bewildering. Your joy, however, isn't a surface-level emotion. It's a deep-rooted, enduring light that can't be snuffed out by any external influence. Imagine a lighthouse in a storm. Waves may crash against its walls, winds may batter it from every direction, but the light inside never flickers. It shines for those who need guidance and offers comfort to those lost in the dark, regardless of the turmoil around it. Your joy is like that light. It doesn't change based on external circumstances, and it doesn't disappear when negativity tries to surround it. People who seek to bring you down don't understand why they can't shake your foundation. They see you smiling, growing, thriving, even as they send negativity your way, and it frustrates them to no end. They don't realize that your joy is sustained not by external validation, but by an internal reservoir that's constantly replenished by a connection to something divine. You've developed this joy through struggles and challenges that they may never understand. It's the result of choosing peace over chaos, growth over stagnation, and love over fear. Their attempts to darken your light are like shadows trying to cover the sun, futile and ultimately only a reflection of their own limitations. And as long as you stay connected to this inner joy, nothing they do can affect your peace. Choosing the high road. It's natural to want to defend ourselves when others act out of malice or jealousy. But choosing not to react, especially when faced with provocations, demands a unique kind of strength. When you rise above drama and resist the urge to respond, you're not just avoiding conflict, you're demonstrating the kind of power that frustrates those who seek to control or hurt you. Picture it like this. You're standing on a mountaintop, looking down at the people trying to throw rocks from below. They're flinging negativity, hoping it reaches you. But from where you stand, their efforts look small and insignificant. Instead of descending to their level, you simply observe, choosing to remain at peace and continue your ascent. The higher you climb, the less their actions can touch you. People who thrive on drama and chaos rarely encounter someone who refuses to get drawn into their games. They're baffled when you don't react, when you don't rise to the bait, or when you simply choose silence over argument. They can't understand the self-control it takes to maintain peace, nor do they see the strength in choosing not to engage. In many ways, your silence is more powerful than any words could ever be, because it sends a message that their actions are beneath your attention. This ability to rise above doesn't come from a place of superiority, but from a recognition of your worth. You understand that your energy is precious and that wasting it on unnecessary conflict only drains you. By choosing non-reaction, you're preserving your peace, keeping your energy high, and letting those who tried to harm you see that their efforts were in vain. This choice frustrates them because it denies them the satisfaction of knowing they've disrupted your life. Instead, they're left with their own unresolved issues, forced to face the reality that you're unbreakable. A mirror for their flaws. Sometimes, people who act out of jealousy, resentment, or a desire for control need a reality check, a way to see their own shortcomings and areas for growth. Often, the person they try to bring down becomes the mirror, reflecting these flaws back at them. In their attempt to weaken you, they inadvertently reveal their own insecurities and unresolved issues. This is why they find it so difficult to deal with someone who remains unfazed and grounded. Think of it as holding a mirror up to their intentions. Every time they act out of jealousy or negativity, that mirror reflects their own motives back at them. When they try to bring you down but fail, they're left with a sharp realization. They're projecting their own issues onto you. This self-reflection can be uncomfortable, and while they may never openly acknowledge it, they start to see the gaps in their own self-worth and happiness. In some cases, watching you thrive despite their efforts can even spark a desire for self-improvement. They might begin to question why they behave the way they do, or they may feel the need to examine their own lives more closely. Of course, not everyone will reach this point, but for those who do, your resilience serves as a wake-up call. You become an example of strength, not just because you're unaffected by their negativity, but because you offer a silent lesson in self-awareness and growth. What's fascinating is that the growth you inspire in them isn't something you did deliberately. It's simply a byproduct of your decision to rise above. By refusing to engage with their negativity, you show them that there's another way to live, a path that's rooted in self-respect and positive energy. In this way, even those who once wished you harm might find themselves on a path of self-discovery, all because you held firm to your values and refused to let them define your journey. In the end, the attempts of others to bring you down are often rooted in their own insecurities, limitations, and misunderstandings. They may never fully grasp the reasons behind your resilience, nor will they understand the strength that comes from walking a path of peace and joy. And that's okay. Your journey isn't meant to make sense to everyone else. It's a personal, deeply spiritual path, that only you can truly appreciate. As you move forward, let their misunderstandings remain their own. You have no obligation to explain your strength, nor do you need to justify your resilience. Instead, continue to embrace the journey, knowing that every attempt to bring you down has only made you stronger. Thank you so much for taking this journey with me. If this message resonated, please like, share it with someone who might benefit, and subscribe to stay connected. Continue your awakening journey by choosing one of the videos on your screen that resonates with you the most. See you there.